Hello again guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Mike and I have another review for you of another piece from my collection. This is the G-Shock GA100A-7AER. It's part of the extra large series and we will get into the stats and let you know exactly why it's called the extra large G-Shock in just a sec. Before then, let's just do a quick wrist check. Yep, I got it going. Now, those of you who have seen some previous videos on my channel will know that this is the DW002 that I had from back in the early 90s, my first ever G-Shock. This is the one that started it all for me, and yep, it's rough and rugged and beat up, but it is working, it is ready to go. Look at that illumination, guys. That is a fantastic illumination. This is a very nostalgic piece for me. Yes, it looks rough and I probably won't wear it a ton, but the fact that this is still going and has a place in my collection, I'm just blown away. I do have another couple of DW002s. One has a battery, one does not. I will do a review on all three when they're all ready, but just so happy to be able to wear this, guys. You have no idea. But anyway, on with the review. So, as I said before, this is the XL series GA100. I love the GAs and GDs, guys. GA for analog and GD for digital. This is what I guess the nickname for these are Ana-Digis because they're analog and digital. And I have a love for this model. I have 6 of them. I had 5 up until Christmas and I promised I would not buy any more. I think I hadn't bought one for about 2 years, and the colorways, any colorway you want, I think you can get in these watches, guys. And this gold and black colorway just caught my eye, so I will be reviewing that as well, and you can see why I came out of my GA100 fast to buy another one. I will not be buying any more. I do not need 6 of the same watch. It's one of these things that collectors we do, and then you realize, hold on, I've just got the same watch in 6 different colors. That's madness. And I'm going to talk about that a little later, guys. But there's exceptions to that rule. So you can have 6, 7, 8 watches in the same color, and after a while it doesn't make sense because, you know, why would you have that many watches in the same color? It doesn't make sense. But then when you're talking about something like the Frogman, where you'd have the burning red, or the Basil Special, which is black and red, or the Men in Dark Purple, which is black and purple, you know, it's the same module, it's the same Frogman 1000 series, but to have 3, 4, 5 of them just because they're different colorways, that works because those colors actually change they change the watch somehow in more ways than just the color. And this is evident in the price, because if you try and buy a burning red Frogman in this day and age, you will be looking at paying upwards of, I would say, late 1000s, almost 2000s, and sometimes even more than that US, for a watch that when it came out, and I paid a lot for it back then, you were talking about 600, 650 US, simply because of the color, simply because it was burning red. Other colors that are more rare, the black gold, GWF 1000 goes for a lot more as well. The rose gold one goes for a lot more as well. So it kind of, it's an exception to the rule to have more than one colorway in the same design watch. But with these are like $100, guys. I think you can pick these up for less than 100 on the Casio website. I think this is $99, and I think you could probably get them for less than that now. I think I paid just over 100 for the one that I got at Christmas, but that had just come out, just launched, and I wanted to make sure that I got an original. That's another thing with these cheaper watches, guys. You got to make sure you get the original. There are a ton of YouTube videos which show you the differences between a fake and an original, and these can be very easily faked, guys. One thing the fakes won't have, which I'll show you real quick, I want to show you later on, but I'll show you real quick. Now, my minute hand is masking, but if you can see where it says AL, that's the auto light. I'll just press the first button here, press and hold it. See, the light came on and the marker filled on the auto light. Now, the module, the module for this, the original module, is the only one that does this, the auto tilt. The fakes don't do that. It's a very easy, quick way to know if you have a fake or not. There are other tests to do. You can do the digital test. I don't have that right now down in front of me, but you know, that's one of the tests that you can do, the auto illumination or auto light test. If it doesn't do that, the module inside is of an inferior quality. Send it back and report the YouTuber. But anyway, let's do a wrist shot because I want you to see what this looks like on my 7 3/4. Such a beautiful watch, guys. Very big, and like I said before in my previous videos, if you feel your wrists are too small to carry this watch off, but you like big watches, wear it, guys. Do it. Right, there it is on my 7 3/4. And as I've said previously as well, I do have big hands, which kind of gives the optical illusion that the watch isn't that big, but it is a big boy. I'm wearing it a little tighter than I normally would right now. I'd probably wear it on maybe, yeah, maybe the 4th hole in the summer, 5th hole in the winter, just so that when my arm sweats, it doesn't get stuck. My watch doesn't get stuck. But there it is, guys. Lovely, lovely piece, and it has this gloss finish. Now, the gloss finish on these is perfect because it means that with a watch this color, you can keep it clean easily. The gloss is way easier to clean than matte, and as you can see, I've had this watch for about 9-10 years, guys, and you know, it's actually not that bad, but you can see the discoloration because of how I've worn it and sweated in it and what have you. But you know me, I like to keep my watches clean, so this probably doesn't look like it's 9-10 years old, but it is 9-10 years old. What else can I tell you about this? Oh, it has mineral glass. It's anti-magnetic. It has long, in fact, you know, let's go through the modes. So we're in normal time mode now. It has stopwatch, timer, world time set to London for obvious reasons, alarms, of which it has 5. So alarm 1, 2, 3, 4, and then snooze and the signal. That's for the beeps. It also has a speed setting, of which I don't use. There's a ton of information about it in the manual, guys. You can use this watch to track speed. Yeah, I just wouldn't need to do that with my G-Shock. I've never needed to do that with my G-Shocks. But beautifully aesthetic piece, guys. Beautiful aesthetic piece. And if you've got a liking for big watches, you will definitely not be disappointed with this one. Definitely not be disappointed with this one. Beautiful. I think I have, well, I know I've got 6. I've got the red, I've got the black and blue, I've got the black and white where the markers are black, white and grey, and that one is called the Death Star. The yellowy orangey one that I have, yellow orange resin band and case, that one's called Bumblebee. They, you know, a couple of them have nicknames. This kind of looks a little bit Stormtrooper-ish, but I would say no, because it's got blue markers and blue hands instead of black. If they were black, then I would say more Stormtrooper. My son has one of these, and I think his one is probably nicknamed the Panda because it is a real black and white. We'll review his one a little later on and you'll see what I mean, but he loves these as well, and he's got tiny wrists. His wrist must be around about the 6-inch mark, so You'll see what it looks like on smaller wrists, guys. Something else I want to do on the channel, I want to bring my son and my daughter in, because they do collect as well. And my wife even has she loves watches, and she has one very nice G-Shock, which I'll definitely get her on to show you guys. But guys, that was it. My GA100, one of the cheaper pieces that I love. And this was the GA100A-7AER. I didn't give you, you know what guys, let me give you a lume shot. You can see exactly how it lights up in the dark. Have I got it on auto EL? No, I haven't. Okay, let's give you a light. So it's not too bad. It's quite bright. I recently changed the batteries on this one and the Death Star, so yeah, I'd forgotten about that. That is quite bright. That's not bad at all. Let's give it the auto light on. Okay, there you go. On your wrist, in the dark, just tilt your wrist forward, boom, illuminated. One more. There you go, guys. I absolutely love that function. Absolutely love it. So guys, this has been the G-Shock GA100A-7AER. Wear all your timepieces in the best of health. And until next time, take care.